We'll start by arriving on our mats. Coming into a kneeling position, hands on top of the thighs, closing down the eyes. Feeling into the physical body and focusing on the breath. Breathing in and out of the nostrils, in and out of the nose. Take a deep inhale and let it all go with a long, slow exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and over your head. And exhale, bringing them to the heart center. Inhale, arms cactus out to the sides, chest lifts, looking up. Exhale, hands come together, curling around the spine, seated cat-cow. Inhale, chest lifts, looking up. Exhale, curling round, moving with your breath. Inhale, chest opens, arms out. Exhale, curl it in. Last one. Inhale, chest lifts, looking up. Exhale, curl and round. Coming back through neutral, interlace the hands behind you, coming up onto the knees. Roll the shoulders back behind you. Push the hips forward. An option to drop the head, looking back behind you. Coming into a gentle camel pose. Heart opening. And releasing the hips back down onto the heels. Keeping the hands interlaced. Slowly roll the head from side to side. Creating some space in the neck. Showing up for the body, within the body. Coming back through neutral. Take the left hand and extend it out to the left away from you on the floor. Take the right arm, reach it up towards the sky, and then just bring your right hand over by your left ear. And very softly start to draw your right ear down by your right shoulder. Taking care of the neck. Maybe scooting that left hand out a little further away from you. Or option to bring it into a bind behind the back. Wrapping it around towards that right hip. And then from here, start to turn your chin towards your right collarbone. The right hand is on the back left hand part of your skull. Gently pressing into that right hand, creating a little bit more space on the top of the neck on the left side. Nothing too intense, just a little compassionate pressure. Maybe exploring where you angle your chin in order to find that sweet spot, that Goldilocks spot. And slowly releasing, bring the head all the way back up. Take the right hand and reach it over to the right, left hand to the sky. Press the left hand on the right ear and start to draw your left ear slowly down towards your left shoulder. Just working into the little strands of the neck tissue on the right side. We hold so much tension in our necks. Just working into that tension here. And go ahead and angle your chin down towards that left collarbone, gently pressing the back of your skull into the left hand. Maybe shifting around to find that Goldilocks spot, finding that spot that feels the best for you. And slowly bringing the head back up to neutral. Hands released down by your side, and we'll go for a few more head rolls. Slowly rolling the head out from side to side. Just feeling into what that tension that you just released. Coming back through center. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale all the air back out into the universe. One more time, nice deep inhale in, and slowly pressing it all back out. From here, coming into an all fours position. Hips stacked above the knees, wrists below the shoulders. Float the right leg out behind you, parallel to the mat. Extend the left arm out in front of you as if you're shaking someone's hand. Coming into a nice sunbird pose, spinal balance. Just setting up and preparing for today's practice. A little bit of balance, a little bit of strength, a little bit of lengthening, all supported by the stability and the equilibrium of the breath. On an inhale, stretch the limbs out far, lift them up, and exhale, releasing back down to the mat. Go ahead and lift your left leg off the mat behind you. Right arm extends out in front of you, finding your balance here. Give that back foot a nice flex, turning the pinky toe down to the mat, ensuring both hips stay in one line. The inner left bicep can spiral up towards the sky. We'll take one last inhale here, pull it out, lift it up, and exhale, release. From here, go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips, and press back, downward facing dog. Your first down dog of the practice. Feel free to shift around a bit, bending into one knee, and then the other. Taking your dog on a little walk. Just easing our way in to what is sure to be a nice, sweaty, and challenging flow. We'll take an inhale all together, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And on the exhale, walk the feet up to meet the hands. We'll inhale, fingers come to the floor or maybe onto the shins. Roll the shoulder blades down the spine. Open up through the collarbones. Lead with the heart. Nice flat back. And on an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arm circle, root to rise, maybe looking up if the neck allows. And exhale, hands in prayer in front of the chest. Inhale, arm circle, maybe a small back bend if it's there for you. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back through a plank and slowly lowering, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, shoulders roll down the back, baby cobra, leading with the heart. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the head, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. On the exhale, walk, step, or float, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, leading with the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arm circle, root to rise. Exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, arms move, maybe looking back. Exhale, surrender, folding over the legs. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. And exhale, step or hop back slowly, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, shift forward to a plank, upper push-up position. Taking a couple breaths here. Heels drive back, thighs are firm, the core is engaged. Hips are down in line with the shoulders. And we'll go for some scapula push-ups. So on an inhale, inflate through the upper back, creating a rainbow shape there. And exhale, release, back through plank. Inhale, inflate, push the floor away. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale back up and then hold it here. Go ahead and lift the right toes 2 inches off the floor. And exhale them back down. Inhale, left toes lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to the right. Bring it down. Inhale to the left. Exhale, toes to the mat, coming back through center. Shift forward onto the tips of the toes. We'll take an inhale here. And slowly lowering for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down to the mat. Keep the hands as is, untuck the toes, and then baby cobra on the inhale. Shoulders roll down the back, chest is lifted. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the head, downward facing dog. On an inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step, jump, or float, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms circle, root to rise, looking up if the neck allows. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. 1 full breath. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms circle, maybe a small back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Relax the head, relax the neck. Inhale, halfway, heart leads. Exhale, plant the palms and step, jump, or float back through your chaturanga. Elbows stay tucked into the ribs as you lower down. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Then exhale, release it. Inhale, right leg rises, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Push the floor away here. Inflate through the upper back and lift the right knee to the chest. Inhale, extend it back up, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, extend it up, 3-legged dog. And exhale, release it back down to the mat. And we'll go for the other side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, extend it back. And exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float light, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arm circle, root to rise. And hands in prayer in front of the chest. Inhale, arms move, looking back. Exhale, surrendering back down to the earth. Hands to the shins, flat back. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, shift forward to plank, upper push-up position. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, snaking forward to a plank. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the chest. Inhale, arms move, small back bend. Exhale, falling forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. 1 breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward to plank, upper push-up position. Bring the feet together and swivel onto the outer edge of the right foot. Weight in the right hand as the left wing peels open to the sky, lifting through the left hip. See if you can lift that left leg up, maybe 2 or 3 feet. Bring the left hand back behind your head. Inhale here. And on an exhale, bringing it in, elbow to knee touch, side crunch. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch. On an inhale, left arm and leg reach back up. And exhale, releasing, coming back through plank and holding here, upper push-up position. Now go ahead and release your left knee down to the mat. The right leg lifts. Left arm extends out in front of you, coming back into that sunbird spinal balance. On an inhale, extend the limbs out away from each other. And exhale, curl it in, elbow to knee touch. 2 more like that. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. Inhale out. Exhale, touch. Inhale, reach everything out long, lift it up. And exhale, release, hand and knee back down to the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, coming into a cow position. And exhale, curl the spine, looking up at your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Exhale, curl and round. Last one. Inhale, belly drops, looking up. Exhale, curl and round. Coming back through neutral and pressing back, downward facing dog. And we'll go for the other side. So on an inhale, shift forward to plank. Bring the feet together and swivel onto the blade edge of that left foot. The weight is in the left hand and the right wing peels open. Side plank, lifting through the hips. Lift that right leg up, couple feet, and the right hand comes to the back of the head. Inhale here. And exhale, crunch, firing up that core. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch. Maybe your elbow and knee touch here. Inhale out. Last one. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, back out, arm and leg lift. And exhale, everything back down, coming back in through plank. Drop the right knee to the mat, left leg lifts. Right arm extends out in front of you. Seeing if you can get those limbs parallel to the floor. On an inhale, everything extends. And exhale, elbow to knee touch. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Last one. Exhale, elbow to knee touch. Inhale, limbs extend, lift them up. And exhale, releasing back through tabletop. Hips above the knees, shoulders above the wrists. Step the feet back through plank. And slowly lower all the way down to the mat on the exhale. Bring the hands out wider than the mat, coming up onto the fingertips. Elbows pointing up towards the sky. Inhale, pushing through the fingertips, lift through the chest, head comes up last. And exhale, lower. Elbows stay up. Intimidation Cobra. Inhale, lift, moving with your breath. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring the hands back into the body. We'll inhale Cobra or Up Dog. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. And exhale. On an inhale, look forward. Bend the knees. Exhale, step, jump, or float, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, put a bend into the knees. Lift the chest and the arms coming into chair pose. Arms at the ears, the belly is engaged. Weight is back in the heels, coming out of the toes. Seeing if you can bend a little deeper through the knees, just feeling that strength through the glutes. We'll take an inhale here. And on an exhale, coming up onto the toes, arms sweep back behind you, palms face down, as if you're a diver about to jump into a pool. We'll inhale back to chair, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts, Cobra, Up Dog. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, Downward Facing Dog. Taking a couple breaths here, spreading wide through the fingertips, actively pressing through the hands. The shoulders roll down and in, elongating through the spine, hips traction upward. On an inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. Knee to no touch, exhale. Inhale back through three-legged. Exhale, step it between the hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, rise to crescent. Straightening through the back leg, arms at the ears, belly is in. On an inhale, arms reach, maybe looking up for full expression. And exhale, Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra, maybe Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing. Straighten to the other side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale. And holding here. Feeling the ground beneath you. Straightening through that back leg. The back heel energizes towards the back of the mat. On an inhale, arms reach, full expression, maybe looking up. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts, your back bend variation. Exhale, pressing back, Downward Facing Dog. On an inhale, bend through the knees, look forward. And exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, put a bend into the knees. On an inhale, rise to chair. And exhale, up onto the toes, arms back for divers. One more time. Inhale to chair. Exhale to divers. Inhale, arms up to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts, flat back. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, heart shines forward, chest lifts. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Nose to knee, exhale. Inhale, shoot it back. Exhale, swing it forward, top of the mat. We'll rise to crescent on the inhale. And exhale, cactus the arms out to the side like a W, spreading wide through the chest. Maybe a small back bend here. Open to receiving energy. Inhale, back to crescent. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra, maybe Up Dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, Downward Facing. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose touch. Inhale, shoot it back, three-legged. Exhale, step it forward, runner's lunge. Rise to crescent on the inhale. And cactus the arms out to the side. Chest lifts, heart shines forward. Just feeling into the ground beneath you and feeling into that strength. We'll inhale back to crescent, full expression. And exhale, Vinyasa. On an inhale, chest lifts, leading with the heart. And exhale, pressing back, Downward Facing Dog. On an inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, top edge of the mat. Inhale, chest lifts, halfway. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Rise to chair on the inhale. Exhale, forward to divers. Inhale up. Exhale for 2. Inhale back to chair, last one. Exhale, dive. Inhale to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts, flat back. Exhale, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra, Up Dog. Exhale, pressing back, Downward Facing. Inhale, right leg rises. Bring it to the chest, exhale. Inhale, shoot it back. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, arms rise to crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, back to crescent. And from here, go ahead and interlace the fingers, releasing the index fingers, crossing the thumbs, so getting that steeple grip. Go ahead and lean forward on an inhale and take flight on the exhale. Shift all the way up onto your front right foot, right leg. Left leg hovers parallel to the mat. Still breathing. Never forget to breathe. Can you keep those arms up at the ears? Can you tilt that left pinky toe down towards the mat, ensuring the hips stay in one line? Can your mind remain steady and calm as you not only accept the challenge, but embrace it? We'll take one last inhale here. And exhale, arms stay as is as you slowly start to lower the chest closer to the thigh, tilting forward to your own degree. And chances are you might fall out of it, but that's okay, because we're here to embrace imperfections. A fall forward is a fall in the right direction. Hands come to the mat, standing splits. Maybe walking the hands in closer to the foot, maybe putting them on top of blocks, or maybe grabbing onto the ankle and balancing here. We'll take one last inhale. Left leg lifts as high up as it'll go. And exhale, releasing it down to meet the right. Take a big inhale through the nose. And open the mouth. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, squat low. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. And then hands to prayer in front of the heart. Left elbow to the outer right knee. Chair twist to the right. Seeing if you can keep those knees in one line. The left knee has a tendency to want to shift forward here. Maybe dropping the left hand down to the outside of the right foot. You can extend that right arm up towards the sky. Opening up through the heart space as the right side chest twists open towards the sky. Give it one last squeeze. And then chair pose, inhale, both arms up. And then forward fold, exhale, let it go. Flat back, inhale. Step back to plank and slowly lower down, exhale. Inhale, opening up, heart shines forward. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose and out the mouth, let it go. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, shoot it out. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, arms rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, arms out, chest lifts. Inhale, back to crescent. And go ahead and interlace the fingers, finding that steeple grip. Release the index fingers, thumbs are crossed. Lean forward on an inhale, and exhale, taking flight. Body down, leg up. Right leg is flexed, remembering to breathe. In and out of the nostrils, slow and steady. Sucking down as much vitality as you can here. And getting it while it lasts. Because like everything, this too shall pass. We'll take one last inhale here. And exhale, keeping the arms as is as you slowly start to lower the chest towards the thigh, tilting forward to your own degree. Finding a spot on the floor and just zoning in on it. The Chinese call it Qi, the Egyptians call it Ra, and in English we call it vitality. Hands come to the mat, standing splits. Maybe the hands coming closer to the foot, maybe you ease off by putting them onto a block, or maybe grabbing onto the ankle and balancing here. We'll take one last inhale, right leg lifts as high up as it'll go, and exhale, release it down to meet the left. Take a big inhale through the nose, and open the mouth, let it go. Inhale, chest lifts, flat back, and exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, squat low. Chair pose on the inhale, arms up, and then hands to prayer in front of the heart. Right elbow to the outer left knee, chair twist to the left. and just breathing here. Option to drop that right hand down to the outside of the left foot. The left arm can extend up towards the sky, opening up through the heart space, twisting up and open. Give it one last squeeze, and then chair pose, inhale, both arms up. And forward fold, exhale, let it go. Flat back, inhale. Step back to plank and slowly lowering without collapsing, exhale. Inhale, your back bend variation. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk the hands back to meet the feet, falling over the hips, grabbing onto opposite elbow, finding ragdoll, shifting the torso from side to side, slowing down the breath. The head is heavy here, releasing any tension, shaking the head yes, and nodding it no. Go ahead and release the hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands back out to a downward facing dog. One breath to reset. Inhale, and let it go. On an inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between the hands. We'll rise to crescent on the inhale, and opening up on the exhale, finding warrior two. Front heel is in line with the arch of that back foot. Right toes are pointed directly ahead with the knee aligned just over the ankle. Go ahead and drop that front thigh so that it's parallel to the floor. From the outer edge of the back foot into the floor with the toes pointed slightly ahead. Work on firming the back thigh as you activate the inner muscles of both legs by energetically drawing the front heel towards the back arch and vice versa. The shoulders are stacked directly over the hips. The lower belly is lifted, and the sacrum draws towards the floor, lengthening the lower back. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and spread wide through the chest. On an inhale, flip the front palm and reverse the warrior. And exhale, the right forearm rests gently just above the right knee as the left arm reaches up towards the sky for side angle pose. The right hip draws under as you spiral the outer thigh down and lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the mat. Abs are in. Chest and core are revolved towards the ceiling as the top ribs roll back and the bottom ribs roll under. On an inhale, go ahead and reverse that warrior. And coming back to warrior two, exhale. From here, we'll straighten the front leg and shorten the distance between the feet by bringing the back foot forward a foot or so as we make our way into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, right arm reaches forward in front of you. And exhale, bring the hand to the outside edge of the front foot as the left arm extends up to the sky. The back foot remains at an angle as the front foot points forward. Feel free to place a block under the hand if needed. The goal is to keep the spine parallel to the floor. The chest rotates open and the shoulders are stacked directly on top of each other. From here, put a bend into that front leg as we shift the weight forward into the front foot and lift the back leg parallel to the floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Balancing on the left leg, the right hip wraps under, stacking the hips on top of one another. The toes of the left leg are flexed, the big toe pointing slightly down. The top arm reaches up, creating a straight line with the arms as you spread through the collarbones. We'll take an inhale here. And slowly put a bend into that front leg as you quietly step back to a warrior two. We'll flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, and exhale, windmill the arms, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll go for the other side. On an inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between the hands. We'll rise to crescent on the inhale. And exhale, opening up, finding warrior two. The front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. The left toes are pointed directly ahead, with the knee aligned just over the ankle. Drop the front thigh so that it's parallel to the floor, feeling into the strength. Firm the outer edge of the back foot into the floor with the toes pointed slightly ahead. Work on firming the back thigh as you activate the inner muscles of both legs by energetically drawing the front heel toward the back arch and vice versa. The shoulders are stacked directly over the hips. The belly is in, and the sacrum draws towards the floor, lengthening through that lower back. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and spread wide through the chest, both arms extending energetically in opposite directions, palms face down. On an inhale, flip that front palm and reverse the warrior, paint the sky. And exhale, moving forward, finding side angle. Left forearm gently rests above the left knee as the left hip draws under and the right hand reaches towards the sky. This is a strength building pose. It aids in digestion by targeting the abdominal organs as we work on stretching and toning the thighs and the hips. We'll take an inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, moving back through warrior two. From here, straighten that front leg, bringing the back foot forward a couple of feet, setting up for triangle pose. On an inhale, the left arm extends out in front of you. And exhale, bringing the hand to the outside edge of that front foot, using a block here if needed. The outer edge of the back foot is sealed, the left thigh is engaged, the belly is in, the chest rotates open as the shoulders stack directly on top of one another, forming a straight line from the fingertips to the opposite arm. We'll take an inhale here. And on the exhale, slowly shifting the weight forward into that left foot as the back leg lifts off the mat parallel to the floor. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. The abdominals are engaged, creating stability within the posture. The shoulders are stacked as you continuously peel the chest open, almost as if you're leaning up against a wall. The bottom shoulder draws down the back away from the ear as the shoulder blades spread in opposite directions. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, putting a bend into that front leg as you quietly step back, finding warrior two as quietly as possible. We'll flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. And exhale, arm circle, feeling into the repetition as you lower. Chest lifts. Cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. And open the mouth, let it go. On an inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. And exhale, step it to the outside of your right hand. Come up onto the fingertips. And lift up through the torso, straighten through the back knee, and engage through the left glute. The first option is to stay here. Second option, if you'd like to, you can drop the back knee, lift up through the heart space. Third option, maybe you'd like to come out onto the blade edge of that right foot and then use the right hand to press it out towards the right side of the mat. Another option is to come down onto the forearms, only if you can continue to lift the chest. If you're rounding or hunching, just coming back up onto the hands. And the final option is to come onto the left forearm, reach back with the right hand, and grab onto the left foot as you open up through the heart space towards the sky for lizard pose. Any variation is completely fine. It's not meant to look any certain way. Every single pose has so many benefits for the body. And wherever you are, releasing. Coming back. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and heel toe the right foot over to the left side of the mat. Bring the shin forward, parallel to the front edge of the mat, and we'll go for pigeon pose. Flex the front foot to activate the shin and protect the knee. Extend the back leg straight back, keeping the top of the foot flat to the floor as the toes spread. Option to put a block under the front hip for support here. And slowly lower the chest towards the floor, keeping the sternum moving forward to lengthen the spine. You can use the forearms for support, or go ahead and rest the forehead all the way onto the mat. Soften the gaze and just breathe into the posture. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths. And on an inhale, slowly push yourself back up. Tuck the back toes and rise back, three-legged dog. And exhale, leg comes down to the mat. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, and then finding your lizard pose on this side. Go slow. Take it one step at a time. Option 1, back knee stays lifted. Lift up through the chest. Option 2, lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Engage the right glute. Option 3, maybe you can come onto the blade edge of the left foot as you use the left hand to press the knee out to the side. Maybe you come down onto the forearms, continuing to lift through the chest. Or maybe you come down onto the right forearm, using the left hand to reach back and grab onto the right foot, opening up the heart towards the sky, and using the breath to soften. If you've taken the bind, releasing the foot, planting the palms back up. Tuck the back toes, heel toe the left foot over towards the right, bringing the shin forward parallel to the front edge of the mat. The front foot stays flexed as you extend the back leg straight out behind you. Again, option to place a block or pillow under the front hip for support as you slowly lower the chest towards the floor, keeping the sternum moving forward to lengthen the spine. Breathing into the posture and noticing how different the body feels on this side. We hold a lot of emotion in our hips, so holding deep stretches like this one can be very therapeutic, can be very healing. Releasing any thoughts that may arise as you focus on the breath and just breathe into the posture. When you're ready and willing, slowly coming back up. Tuck the back toes and press back, three-legged dog. Releasing back, downward facing. From here, drop the knees. Scoot them forward and cross the feet behind you, coming all the way onto your back. And we'll go for bridge pose. Place the soles of the feet on the mat, hip distance, bringing them in close to the body. Press into the feet and lift the hips. Interlace the hands under the back and press the upper arm, forearm, and outer wrists into the floor. Roll the inner thighs down and soften the glutes as the tailbone lengthens towards the heels. Draw the shoulders under the chest and lift the shoulder blades towards the back of the heart, gazing up towards the sky. And releasing. Option for another bridge, or if wheel's in your practice, feel free to press up into wheel. Hands frame the head, fingers facing forward. Press into the hands, straightening through the arms. Pressing through the feet so that the weight comes more over the shoulders. Roll the inner thighs down and soften the glutes. wherever you are, maybe coming up onto the toes for an even deeper stretch. We'll take an inhale here, and exhale, releasing all the way back down to the mat. Hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side, massaging into the lower back. Go ahead and bring the knees into the forehead as you press the hands into your sacrum, your lower back. Option to stay here, or option to push up into shoulder stand. Legs extend up, with the hips opening and the feet engaging towards the front edge of the mat. And releasing, bringing the knees back to the forehead with the option for plow pose. Legs extend over the head behind you, with the toes resting on the floor. Hands interlaced, elongated out away from you, pressing into the mat. Just feeling that nice, beautiful stretch down the spine. And releasing, going for a couple of rock and rolls up and down the mat. And come into a seated position. Go ahead and straighten the legs out in front of you. On an inhale, sit up nice and straight for length. And on the exhale, bow forward, grabbing onto the toes or the ankles or the shins, just wherever you can here. Slowing down the breath. Taking deep, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Every inhale thinking about elongating the spine, and every exhale seeing if you can get the chest a little closer to the thighs. Feeling the stretch behind the back of the legs. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. And slowly coming back up. Bend the right knee and bring the right foot to the outside of the left thigh as you place the right hand on the floor a few inches behind the tailbone. Sweep the left arm up towards the sky before hugging it around the right leg. Twist the chest towards the right. Roll the right shoulder back and gaze over it, keeping the chin parallel to the floor. Draw the belly towards the spine. On an inhale, elongate the spine. And exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. And releasing, we'll go for the other side. Left knee bends in with the sole of the foot flat to the floor outside of the right thigh. The right foot is flexed. Place the left hand on the floor a few inches behind the tailbone and sweep that right arm up towards the sky before hugging it around the left knee and twisting the chest open towards the left. Roll the left shoulder back, gazing towards the back of the room. On an inhale, sitting up a little taller. And on the exhale, seeing if you can twist a little deeper. And releasing, coming back through center, and coming all the way back onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest, holding onto the shins. Draw your head up into your knees like a little ball, maybe giving those knees a little smooch, and releasing all the way down for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Legs extend out in front of you. Arms rest next to the body with the palms face up. The shoulder blades draw back down the spine. There's a slight tuck of the chin as you relax and soften throughout the entire body. Closing down the eyes here as you allow the body and the mind to absorb all the benefits of today's practice. Being aware of every inhale and melting into the ground beneath you with every exhale. staying here for as long as you'd like, maybe pausing down the video. But if you're ready and willing, slowly bringing some awareness back into the body. Rolling out the ankles, curling through the fingers, shifting the head from side to side. And we'll go for a big body yawn. Legs extend out in front of you, and the arms reach out away from you. Maybe bringing the knees into the forehead before slowly rolling all the way up into a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes. The hands are in prayer in front of the chest. Slight tuck of the chin. Your health truly is what you make of it. Everything you do, everything you read, watch, and think either adds to your vitality or takes away from it. I'd like to thank you for flowing with me today, for sharing your vitality with me, and for giving this gift to yourself. The love and light in me recognizes the same love and light in you. Together we say, Namaste.